She's a UC student studying English. That's your major, right? All right. But tonight she decided to put together a post-alternative modern interpretive dance piece for us based on primal human sexuality. So here's Laura Bardsley.
Hi, I'm Laura Bardsley, and I'm not going to dance for you. Instead, my mouth, I guess, will dance. I'm reading poetry for you. So I would like to start off with actually, a poem about Kensington. It's called The Love Song of KS Road. And it's kind of a game. See how many businesses in Kensington you can spot. Sharks in pullover hoodies catcall from the steps, eating peaches, growing old from the bottom of their trousers, searching, continually for the flood, whose waves send red crosses, cluttering corners, bearing no fruit, as everyone's roasting in their cigarette butts. Oh, to drown in white cup. Excess sippers race torn sleeves and dreadlocks, while fishnets run rampant, several species grouping together in a house with a pit, including dragons who roar in translation, unfurling 3 leaves from one tier. Too long is to roast, but with free water, refills to entomb another plant. Tibetan prayer flags trail to foreign colors, fragrances, patterns, and tones. Trails weaving in like grass through hair follicles, preserved in waxy vinyl scents, out like buttery icing on red velvet. But there's Molly, there's Sam, holding hands, spreading their romance like pizza crust. A relationship sour but forever tantalizing. The trail stalks, happy couple, who, stepping over windy faces, sip sake and miso soup like lovers spit. I document in darkened theater seats. They embrace me like a cult following, licking my contours like an old friend. Thank you. Anybody want to shout out some businesses they saw in that poem? All right. Yeah, the plaza for sure. Yeah, you got a lot. All right, good. You got the Red Crosses thing? You guys ever talk to those people? Take up so much time of your day. Not saying anything. All right. So this next poem is for James Jesso, who's sitting right there if I'm not mistaken. And it's called A Giant in Sheep's Clothing, because personally, I think if James was a sheep, it wouldn't be that bad, because it would be pretty convincing. But, all right. Toes and fingers stand connected, woven, flocking together in the name of insight, while kind eyes bear up in wavelengths, bouncing off your teeth, on their earlobes, their eyelashes, squeezing past their molars, always careful not to mince the beat. Embracing the flow of all in you and you in all, waiting on the next move, the next revelation, pouring down throats who gulp greedily, but can and will not consume the whole. Because you are vast, James, and in the same moment microscopic. You have crawled into so many veins and remain there, always pumping. Thank you. So I can hold it close. Yeah, that's good. So this I read last year in the same setting, and it's called All of My Friends Are Vegetarians. And it seemed to ring pretty well, so I'm going to read it again. All of my friends are vegetarians. recluse in their gourmet cheeses, their iceberg lettuce, and tofurkey holiday specials. Well, stuck in my bacon, in my medium rare bars and char-boiled fantasies, I try their vegan butter on for size. Lackluster chili, kidney beans crowding my bites, sauteing substitute egg whites in the quest for the best naturopath review. I think I'll stick to my KFC cruelty. My baby chicken wings all smothered in grease. Smoked turkey bosom comfort. Thank you. So I'll preface this next one with a little story. My friend and I decided to write poems about Coney Island and the amusement park that burned down there. So this one is about that. Yeah, the playground of the world, now dead, forever. All right, it's called Ferris. Didn't mean to kiss your girl. Didn't mean to light her loins. Didn't mean for the smoking gun of dusk to end. But that bastard caught flame quicker than her lip caught mine. That bastard burnt 2 images right through my brain, kid. They intrude on my vision in sequence, like that smoldering wheel stuck hard in its revolution. Took the water shot, but it was rigged, kid, rigged big. We threw bricks, even the girls tried the heavy lift, but your gal got the flame in her eyes and took the steeplechase for one last ride. Coney, honey, baby, she was yours down to the last ember. The dame was lit for you. This one's untitled. Maybe drinking ourselves out of boredom is just the subtle lie, hiding underneath our fingernails, fidgeting through the tears in our jeans, fibers saturated with missing shots, hints of sticky vanilla, peach, carbonated overtones, activated yeast from gurgling sips. While shoulders hold their own opinions, electric slide to match hip movement, charted by spinning mirrors clinging to styrofoam balls. Their reflections expose the mold, burrowing into already overexposed skin. A welcome infection. That ever-present inclination towards inebriation, colonizing the dead minutes between one cigarette and the next. Like an almond to teeth, you yield. Through forged dioceses made of colored glass, sleeping in their faded meaning, casting miracles on cynics in a narrative not of quest, but of persuasion, whose people fierce with good news and tidings swept masses reckless to find worth into a community of spellbound mousetraps, shouldering each other for bait. And while they gnaw on my peripherals, I feel the creases of my eyes become ornate, soft, gilded folds, bathing in cold light. Thank you. And this one is for Nisa, who is sitting over there, to direct your gaze, right there. The house fires here fight their own battles against condensed liquids shimmering in the air, clinging as they fall to their grimy beginnings, taking hold of eyelashes, mustaches, any collection of little hairs who lie waiting for invasion during blurry long exposures. Captives held quick, hovering close to concrete sandboxes, collecting ash like dust. Their contours blister when exposed to light, and sucking with fish lips, I exhale milk in wisps, and remember your fingernails, how they sparkle like snow in March. I will hold them again, and bask in the warm glow that is your flesh. Thank you. This one's called Art. Palmified, I wait for curls to rectify chapped lips. I'm drowning in a honey bath, pricking fingers on sluggish knuckles. My insecurities lie in the teeth of your suspenders, writing messages in the constant condensation. I await the slow striptease of your slurred speech and pay lip service to your pupils. Thank you. All right, this is my last one. It's called Ginsberg, Are You Proud of Me Yet? Ginsberg, are you proud of me yet? For my short hair and long answers, my beer-caked papers and pastel-colored cigarettes, their gold filters lying forlorn among the ashes. Could you approve of the way I smoke? My false idols lining wall and windowsill, shifting eyes at local art and antiquity? What of my typewritten pages and shiny LPs? Would you scoff at my many anthologies? Do you like my straight teeth, Alan? My marijuana plant with roots the size of dime bags? What about my daily goals of sexual intercourse and procuring drugs? My vegan and gluten-free friends? My appreciation of sunsets, dusk and dawn? Alan, do you approve of my fixed-gear bicycle? My arts degree and secondhand instruments? And what of my poetry? Does it pose the questions you sent out to answer? Does my lack of rhyme and meter pull at your lowbrow heart? When can I walk into a bookstore and buy your work with my good looks? When can we smoke 3 cigarettes and talk about feelings? Ginsberg, I don't feel good. Don't bother me. Thank you.